the missions take place. So this one's the only green one, so these are the only missions we can do. So what can we do today? We can keep my throat lubricated. That's for a start. Basic training gives us some intros. Messaging I love, and voice I love, because we can do those nice and easy. I probably should do the JavaScript training lab at one point, because I'm so rubbish at JavaScript. And the Python stuff is cool. The Flame open source I've already done, so we're not going to be able to do that. That was to do with the Hacktoberfest event. Stuff that I'm really super excited to do, SendGrid stuff. I've never done the SendGrid stuff, so I'm really excited to get involved with SendGrid. And Flex is our super cool. Oh, and Studio. So effectively, I want to do everything, except for the open source stuff. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. So let's start with basic training, I guess. Let's launch the mission, because this just, like, gives us super basic information about how this game plays. Again, you can download this from TwilioQuest. There's a URL this way, yeah. Okay. Hang on. It's like there. You can download it from. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, I'm too high now. Now I'm behind the curtains of my streaming quality. So yeah, you can download this game from twil.io/quest. Um, but let's keep playing. Where am I? What am I doing? How do I complete the training exercises? I press space on this um, laser grid, and then I have to do this little puzzle in order to keep progressing. So in this case, what do I need to do? Learn to use the hacking interface to bypass the security block barrier. Click the button below to do this. So this is where I need to like enter the information to solve the puzzle. In this instance, the objective tab will describe a task. That's this tab. You need to complete in order to hack the barrier. After completing the task that's described, click the hack button down here. In this instance, you must enter a passphrase in the text field above the hack button. To learn what the passphrase is, click the show me how button below. So, essentially what happens here is that we have the objective, which gives us the objective, and we can totally go and just do our objective from here. But then we have the walkthrough, which gives us like massively more detailed information if you need it. So I use both of these. Johnny Evs, how you doing? Nice to see you, my friend. So in this instance, we just need to type level up. I'm not going to spend too much time on these basic missions because it's literally teaching us how to play the game, which is, you know, totally fine. Okay, so done. We've got some operator boots. That's nice to know. Now we can equip them. Let's see if I can remember. In my inventory, and we can say, I want new shoes. And there they go. The operator boots. Do they give us any standard issue armor for operators in the TwilioQuest program? Okay, they don't give us any benefits. And then we can go back up. Now I'm immediately noticing there's some kind of chest down here that I'm intrigued to open. Let's open this chest. Yep. So this one's pretty easy. Just click the hack button to receive your item. Okay, so that was a really simple mission. But let's get some armor on. What do I have on my armor already? A Twilio t-shirt. Like, I think I prefer a Twilio t-shirt to the, like, operator armor. Yeah, let's leave the Twilio t-shirt on. I mean, it's the one I'm going to be wearing when I'm at PHP Bulgaria. Definitely leave that on. So this hacking tool provides an integrated code editor. So this is where we have our first divergence from TwilioQuest 2. You don't actually need to set up your own dev environment. The game gives you a dev environment, like, out of the box, which is so cool for people who are learning to code. You may use the programming tools and language of your choice, which I will. I will be using PHP at some point, but only when the challenges get so complex that my JavaScript foo is not good enough. So, yeah, let's do this. So you can use the built-in code editor to complete programming challenges. So let's do this. So we can click Show Code Editor to open the integrated code editor. We can use the play button to make changes. And you can actually view this in your browser as well at this URL. I'm copying that for later need. So this is, you can see, we've got a code editor built into the game. Super cool. So in this instance, we require the HTTP package. I'm okay with trying to figure this out. Do we create a new server with passing in a request and response? We response to that hello world. We define the port, and then we say listen on this port and do some console.login. So if I play this and then go to my browser, which I have somewhere, here we go. Oh, this going to be codeception for you. Sorry. Hello world. So essentially, we've just spun up a web server on 8767 and output hello world, and it works. So now we should be able to say that's where my URL is. Now I could do this in PHP at this point, right? Excuse me. I'm watching you on 160p because I refuse to pay for the Wi-Fi in Bluestone. I love Bluestone. I'm jealous of you, John. I'm totally jealous of you. Yeah, I love it down there. I hope you got a golf cart because that's the most fun about spinning around Bluestone in a golf cart. Bluestone is a like a holiday resort down the road from where I live in Swansea. So, hack objective complete. So we could totally have done that in PHP, right? And pasted our PHP URL in there, but I'm just going to use the built-in stuff for now. Yeah, nobody ever reads the quest missions, right? But we did get some new trousers. So these are blue jeans, and these are like red trousers. Yeah, let's look snazzy in red. That's fine. So now, okay. So notice we can go left here. What's this big arrow telling me to do? The clones are blocking my path. This area is not ready for exploration. I should turn another time though, because paths blocked by cones will open up in the future. I don't know if that means like in the future when you've completed later events, or in the future when we release new code. But I did notice this chest hidden down here. Yoga pants. You can refresh your memory on past lessons by visiting them again. Okay, that's fine. Enter the secret code from the previous objective. Okay. Level up. No. I failed! I failed already! Oh my word. Not to mention, failure and iteration are part of software development. Well said, Cedric. To open this chest, go back to the very first barrier in this mission. Launch the hack interface using the spacebar and navigate to the walkthrough section. Just underneath the barrier's passphrase, there is a second hidden code. It starts with the letters AFP. Okay, I probably should have read the mission, as is usual. When I say everyone always skips the law, in this instance, it would have been useful for me to actually read. Oh. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get our yoga pants. Because I'm pretty sure I would look amazing if I was wearing yoga pants, right? In real life, I mean. Not my character. Done. Let's see how these yoga pants look. I didn't equip them. I mean, they're just black. I think I preferred the blue jeans. I've never been one for... what do we think? Blue jeans, red sort of trousers. Red trousers with a belt. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so are there any more hidden missions here? Yeah, oh, there's a... You notice you can interact with some objects using the spacebar to examine them closely. Read inside, there's something to be handy. Okay, so we've got these two barriers. These two barriers we can open, but there's this extra hidden chest again that I want to open. Because I want a freaking laser sword. I want a laser sword, and I'm having a laser sword. So let's do this. Sometimes a reward hidden in non-obvious corners of virtual environments. Case in point, this chest. Click the hack button to receive a reward. Oh, I didn't need to do anything. I just got my laser sword. I'm awesome. Oh, so this is totally not a lightsaber, right? This is a laser sword. So don't come at me with any lawsuit stuff. This is just a laser sword that happens to look a bit like a lightsaber. Okay, nothing in those boxes. So these do the starts the Twilio specific quests, I believe, but I'm gonna go straight up here and open this one first. What you've learned to defeat the barrier with your own JavaScript code. Okay, so what do I need to do? Use the code editor to write a JavaScript program with the following spec. Create and export a function named getStoked. The function should take a string of text as an argument. The function should return a new string which transforms the argument string by converting it to all caps and adding 3 exclamation points to the end. Okay, we can do this. This is going to embarrass my JavaScript foo straight off the bat, but still. So, we're already exporting the function. So, Let result equals get stoked. I am stoked enough. Okay, so we don't care about result. So we need to do function get stoked that takes a string that we can't decide. No, I can't define types. This is JavaScript. It takes a message as the input, and then it returns message dot string to uppercase. I think that you can do it to uppercase. And then how do I concatenate strings? Plus in JavaScript, right? Does that look good? Function get stoked. We take a message and we return the message to uppercase with 3 exclamation points. Like function. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a function. It's a function. It's a function. It's a function. I win at JavaScript. It's fine. Yes. 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 I am the best. Woohoo. I win an operator helmet. That's good. Great work. Okay, let's get that on my head. Oh, I want to see my pretty face though. I want to keep seeing my pretty face. I mean, I don't have a beard. Hey, Felix, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I've gone back. Okay. But I didn't finish that, so we should totally go and finish basic training before we do anything else, right? Because there was these Oh, don't go backwards. My avatar looks a bit like Jeff, our CEO. To be fair. The next 2 barriers will require a Twilio account to complete. I have a Twilio account. At this point, this is where I expose my... this is where I totally expose my account auth token to the world again, right? Now, I wish that it would let me not show this. The other good news is I don't have any scenes without the screen. I guess I can, like, hide my... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's... Set this up all wrong. We'll just have to live with it. It's fine. So my Twilio account said twilio.com. We can figure this out in the future. It's totally fine. I'm trying to figure out how to hide the screen so I can put my auth token in. That's all. It doesn't matter.ghawkindemo@twilio.com. That is me. Oh, it's picked the wrong password. No. I know it's the long password. There we go. Because I really don't want to have to expose my... Oh, what have I done? I've broken the entire Twilio live on stream. Like, I am awesome. I broke all of Twilio live on stream because that's the way I roll. It's nice to be back, Phyllis, to be honest. I was away... So I haven't intentionally not been streaming. I went away to a conference and I had this really bad cold that meant I was constantly coughing, particularly when I was speaking for a long time. And that's obviously not conducive to streaming, right? So, yeah, it was a bit of a problem. I know what I need to do here, okay? So we copy this and we paste it in here. Doink. And then, excuse me 1 second. Oh, maybe I can just do this. But anyway, okay, now I should be able to show my screen. Beautiful. Yay! Boop, boop, boop. Excuse me 1 second while I cough. Yeah, I got a terrible cold when I went to PHP World in Washington, D.C. Okay, so now the game's linked to my Twilio account, we can start to do the interesting stuff, right? A Viking helmet. Now we're talking. This sounds better. So, using the Twilio console, obtain a programmable phone number. Okay, we can do that. I've done this before, so this should be relatively easy. And don't forget that if you haven't done this before, you can get more information and even a walkthrough. Like, if you need that more information, I don't need that more information because, like, I work for Twilio, and so I know how to do this stuff. I've done this once or twice before. I'm going to search for a number that starts with 7. That gives me a UK mobile, which means it'll definitely be able to do SMS and voice. I find that they're the most flexible ones if you're in the UK. $1 a month. What a bargain. Total shill. Okay, so we've got a number. Now we can go back and paste that in here and hack. And it says, yoo-hoo, you're brilliant, which I am. Okay. So, that's that done. Now I want to see if I like this Viking helmet or not. I mean, I do like my bald head. So, you know, it's... Let's see, though. I mean, I can't turn down a Viking helmet. I'm sorry. I can't. So let's open this chest. What have we got? Enter the... We have a special promo code that you can use to add free credit to your Twilio account. Find it in this objective. Yeah, I know what that Twilio code is. I don't need to... So if you were playing this for the first time, you could use this to add $50 of credit to your account. It's pretty cool. I don't need to because I already have, like... Oh, did I win something then? Did I win something and I didn't notice? Oh, no. Can I go back and see what was in there? Oh, yeah, Twilio Battle Hell. I can. Totally can. Okay. There it is. What's it look like? Oh, I don't even like that. I think we'll stick with the Viking helmet for now. Like, we have hardly been wearing it for 2 minutes. It's fine. Okay, so now we can win some... Now we're talking track pants. This is more like what I would wear. I mean, I am sat here in pajamas and a t-shirt, so yeah, this is more like me. Set up a sample application to use for Twilio develop in your favorite programming language. Okay, what do I need to do? Local development environment is not strictly necessary to learn Twilio and play TwilioQuest. If you are not a developer or not interested in setting up your local dev, you can skip the next 2 barriers. I am a developer, although some people would actually like dispute that, but in my mind, I am a developer. To complete this challenge, run a local web app you can use to complete TwilioQuest challenges. The sample apps listed in the walkthrough all provide a /hello route, which returns voice TWIML for a phone call. When you get the app running, put the URL for this route into the text field. Okay, so hopefully, like, we got this PHP starter app, which is cool. Thank you for asking me to confirm my account recovery details, GitHub. You're very kind. I surely don't need to log in as single sign-on to clone this repository for sure. So let's take a look at what this is doing. It's got public... Because, like, this might be total overkill for what we want. I'd rather actually do this myself than start from this. Like, using something like Slim, probably. Let's take a look at what this is actually using. Where's our composer.json? Let's see. So it's using Laravel Lumen, so that's okay. Is Laravel Lumen still a thing? Like, I don't know. I guess it probably is. So let's see what it actually returns from. Hello. So it returns TWIML controller hello webhook, because we just need to essentially copy this, right? So let's take a look in app. I mean, we could just use this, but I don't know. What was it called? TWIML controller and hello webhook. So it creates a new voice response, and it says, "Hello there, you have successfully configured a webhook. Good luck on your TwilioQuest." And then it returns the response. So should we just clone this and not have to set up all of the nonsense boilerplate, or should we do something on our own? Any votes in the chat? Any votes in the chat while I think about this? Because, like, I can't really decide. Because we could easily copy that voice TWIML. But do we just use Lumen? I don't know much Lumen. I don't mind learning more about Lumen if it's still a relatively useful skill to learn. No? Nobody wants to have any opinions at all? learn more. Okay, let's do this using Slim then. I've always wanted to like learn Slim, so I mean I know quite a lot of Slim 2, but I think it's on Slim 4 now. So there's like wow, that's brand new. So this is a tiny micro framework, which I really like. I really like the idea in modern PHP of wiring stuff together. Uh, because we have all these amazing libraries, so you typically you don't need this huge monolith framework. Although on the other hand, who the hell wants to um, actually write their own authentication layer and stuff in 2019? So you know it is what it is, but it's fine. So how do we install this? Should I just read the docs or should we just look for like installation? Let's look at installation. I have Composer. We just need to require Slim 4. I don't really want to lock it to Slim 4.0.0 though. So we've already got this empty directory, which is TQ3. So that's great. So we can Composer in it. So that allows us to generate. Oh, it should be GH. Messed it up straight away. GH TQ3. I mean, I'm not really ever going to publish this on Packagist, but meh. TQ3 project. Twil.io/quest. That's me. There's my email address. Oh, there's my email address, like, revealed to the world again. It's just a project, right? This stuff is completely trivial. Licenses at MIT. Would you like to define your dependencies? No, not yet, thanks. No, not yet, thanks. Okay. So now we have a Composer file. We can do Composer require Slim. I'm going to say use any version of 4, but don't go to 5. I think that's correct. I'm sure somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. Hopefully this will install. Yeah, there we are, 4.3.0. I should totally do a PR on the documentation because I don't believe that it should be saying Composer require Slim 4.0 here. But, you know, whatever. Step 3, install a PSR7 implementation and server request creator. PSR7 is the standard in PHP that defines messages, typically HTTP request and response messages. So before we need to get up and running with Slim, we need to choose a PSR7 implementation. I don't care. I have no opinions on this. So we can just say, let's just use Slim PSR7. That's totally fine. You only need to do one of these. You don't need to do like all of them. You just need to pick a PSR7 implementation. Slim's one is fine. And then we can just do a hello world, right? So I just need to figure out how to route this because it needs to answer at /hello. I need to figure out how to set up PHP's standard. So let's get this running first because this should totally work. I just need to figure out how to use PHP's standard built-in web server to route everything through this file. That's what I was trying to say. So where's my PHP storm? Here we go. Yeah, nonsense. I don't care. Why are we in a light theme? I don't normally stream with a dark stream. I normally stream. Geez, try saying that. I don't normally stream with a dark theme. I normally stream with a light theme. There we go. And I normally use. I don't know. Like I just upgraded PHP Storm, and as usual, it's flipping reset all of my. I think it's one light I normally use, and high contrast. It's just reset all of my settings again. Finish. Cool. So let's create a new directory called public, and we'll keep only our public stuff in here. Let's create a new file called index.php. I'm hoping somebody in chat can remind me how I start a PHP web server and put everything going through index.php. I may be able to remember. Excuse me. Oh man, that's why I haven't been streaming. That is not good. Material theme font size. No. Yes. Font size. I want to use. Font size. Font. Here we go. So I don't want to use Menlo. I like to use PT code something. Is it called PT? No. Menlo's okay though. No, not PT mono. Fira code medium. That's what I like to use. Fira code medium. And I have streams to think of, so we need to make this bigger and spacier. There we go. And now we can paste that in there. There we go again. See, yeah, look what's happened now, right? It's totally reset my settings again. All my keyboard shortcuts and everything. The next thing I need to do is to say tabs. I don't want any stinking editor tabs, thank you. Get rid of them. Beautiful. And the next thing I need to do is key map. And nope, not that. Key map. And there's one set of key. There's one key, custom keys that I cannot possibly live without, which is normally Shift and F12, but I like to use add keyboard shortcut Command Shift C, and that essentially hides all of the windows in your editor and just gives you this nice code editor in the middle. So I can't live without that, and it should flip back as well, but it's fine. That'll do for me. Cool. So we have this public. So why is PHP Storm? Oh, okay. PHP Storm doesn't know that I'm using a modern version of PHP, and therefore it doesn't know about the type definitions. It thinks I'm using 5.7, 5.6. Naughty PHP Storm. We're going to use 3.9.1. Lovely. And PHP 7.3, please, so that we can use all the good modern stuff. And now that should go away. Wonderful. I also like to declare strict type symbol ones, please. I'm a big fan of strict type declarations. So, supernova. I guess I owe you an apology. I did troll you on Reddit yesterday. So for that, Joe, I apologize. How you doing? We're looking at Slim for you to totally over-engineer a solution. We're looking at Slim4 to totally over-engineer the solution to the world's simplest problem at this point in TwilioQuest. So, but you know, if we can't do that, what can we do? So yeah, I need to now figure out how to put all of. So I want to start a web server and I want to put everything through that index.php file. I think that should do it. I mean, we could totally test this out, right? That looks good to me. Hello world. Should it be saying hello world? I guess it should. Yes. Woo! Let's change it. Let's totally change it. Okay, so now we have root in. And I guess if I go to anything else, it gives me a 404, yeah? Yeah, it's saying it can't match that root. So what we need to do is we need to match the root with the one that was in the Lumen starter app, which is fine. And for that, I need my PHP Storm. So, I mean, we could just do this, right? App, get, type in is hard, hello, and essentially copy the pattern that we've had above. So we're going to get a request, which we're going to store in $request. We're going to get a response, which we're going to do in $response. We're going to get the args, which is the arguments that are passed by other things in the middleware chain, I assume. And then we can say response, get body, write. And then we can write the string. So let's write TwilioQuest with the space in it. And then we return that response, right? And we should have just added a new endpoint to this application at hello. Yeah, cool. So I wonder if like we specifically need to return what it's expecting, or will it just take like this? No. So it is expecting that it has valid TWIML, which we can ship it. Yeah, I agree. It is expecting valid TWIML, so we need to return that valid TWIML. That is relatively easy for me. So, cdwww tq3 composer require, and we need to have the Twilio SDK. Like, I totally should be able to remember the name of this package, and if I can't, then I'm embarrassed to do so live on stream in front of at least 7 viewers. Okay, yeah. And we probably need Guzzle HTTP. That's fine. We're gonna definitely need Guzzle at some point anyway, so let's get that pulled in. Woohoo! To really over-engineer, build your TWIML in Twig templates. Yeah. Now, see, I would be tempted to do that, but sadly for you, there's a much lazier way to do it. So, in which case, like, I can just do... why is this? There we go. That's better. I can create a new voice response that allows me to generate the XML without even needing to touch XML by doing new voice response. And then voice response C, I believe. And I can't remember what the message was. And you know what? The way I'm going to find out what the message is like totally not read the objective, which I absolutely could. But I'm going to look at the PHP starter application, the Lumin app, that we're kind of not over-engineering totally, and look at what that was doing in the controller. Because, you know, laziness for the win. The TWIML controller. And what was it doing? It was saying this. So, copy pasta. Copy pasta. Because this should now, like... Then we can just write the... We definitely need to use the right variable names for this to work. There we go. And then we should be able to just write... Because this voice response implements the toString method. So if we access it as a string, it should just give us the TWIML. This may fail because it's not set in the correct header, the content type header. But, you know, try it and see has always been my mantra. The URL is not returning the XML that we expected. Ensure that a post request. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess reading the actual document, reading the ticket is number one important thing. Yeah, I don't have a try it and see on this. I totally don't have a try it and see on this scene, which I really definitely need. Okay, so I guess we curl HTTP no. 4242. Hello, that's gonna fail, right? Because I need to do -D. How do I force a post using curl? This is embarrassing. I thought I just posted no data to it, and it would just like go, oh, that's dump header. That's why. Oh, lowercase d. Lowercase d, of course. There you go. -X. I've never known -X. Uncaught type error. Fwrite expects parameter 2 to be string object given. I mean, we totally could just make this a GET request for debugging purposes, right? And then, like, be the laziest debugger in the world. Fwrite expects parameter 2 to be a string object given. Okay, I'm guessing I need to cast this to a string. Rather than just, like, infer that it's going to be accessed as a string. There you go. I rock. Use PHP Storm HTTP engine. Also a very good thought. I totally and constantly forget that HTTP has the world's most badly named HTTP client. Oh, they've renamed it. Good. Test RESTful web service to do this. Because you could just make the... You could just make the request from here, right? To check that it's responded on post. Make that request, please. There you go. It's working. Now, I still don't know if TwilioQuest is going to fail because I'm not setting the XML header, but it's not. It's all good. I rock. I got my track pants. I'm the best. Never forget it. Should we put those on? Click the pink link. Oh. The REST client is deprecated. Try our new HTTP client in the editor. Post to this. Accept everything. Cache control. Okay, and then this gives me the response, right? Ah, that's okay. That's nice. That was just coming in when I worked at JetBrains, to be honest. But do I want my red jeans or do I want my track pants? Track pants, definitely. Oh, we've done that one. Is that it? There's got to be something down here, right? Yeah, sneaky one. Oh, the track jacket. I might put my track jacket on if I get my track jacket. There's a tool called ngrok to give your local web applications a public URL. Yes, there is. You just want me to make that available? Public URL, which turns the same. Okay. I mean, I've got ngrok already, so this should be relatively simple. So let's create a new tab. Let's move that one to there because these are going to be continuing to run. So we want to run ngrok on HTTP on 4242 because that's the port I'm running. And I actually have a premium account, so I can say subdomain equals GH so that I don't actually have to guess what the URL is going to be. And then we should be able to paste this into here and say hello and win. We win. We win. We win. I use it with airplanes. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I don't know why you use a HTTP client with airplanes, but I totally don't mind that. Now, we definitely got to put our track jacket on, right? So when you work at Twilio, you get your track jacket the day that you demo that you've created your app to the world. So you have to demo an app you've created with Twilio, and your reward is your red track jacket. So it's kind of a big deal in Twilio to get your track jacket. What's this? Oh, that was the last mission. Okay. So did we manage to do 100% of this now? Oh, this gives us a shortcut. I think we've done the intro. I hope we've done the intro. I wish we could have the music. The music's amazing. Yay, basic training, 100%. Woohoo! Okay. Next up, let's just do some messaging, I guess. I like the messaging stuff. So let's start the messaging mission. Oh, so we can do either SMS or WhatsApp. Let's read the sign. Looks like if I want to learn how to send messages with WhatsApp, I should explore that isthmus. What is an isthmus? What does that mean? Am I going to regret Googling this on the stream? Excuse me. Oh, it's a narrow strip of land that connects two larger landmasses. I feel like I should know that. Geography has never been my strong point. Let's totally be honest. Oh, yes, I agree with you, Agent. Isthmus is a funny word to say. And this is going to be playing on the booth using YouTube's automatic closed captioning. So I really cannot wait to see how it copes with my Welsh accent saying, Isthmus. So yeah, there's that. I think we'll do SMS to start, right? Should we have a quick word with Cedric? He looks lonely. Or she. Welcome to your next training exercise. In this area, you will learn how to use Twilio messaging APIs. What can I do with these messaging APIs? Anything you want to do with these messages and APIs is the right answer. How would I use them in the real world? We all know how you'd use them in the real world. Let's get on with this. Okay, send your first SMS message using the Twilio API. I got a feeling, right? I got this. Oh no, I have got my phone. I have my phone. It's all good. I also have my spare phone, but I can't remember the number for it. Like, I totally feel like I should be using my spare phone for this. But because I'm not a big fan of being prepared for things, then, you know, there's that. I guess I can find my number in this, in the software here somewhere. So that's fine. Send your first SMS messages using the Twilio API. I will do that. Use your own tools or the code editor. Send an SMS message using the Twilio API. When the message is created by the API, it's assigned a unique identifier. The SID will be included in the data sent back from a successful API request. It will. Retrieve a message SID after a successful API request and enter it into the text field. Okay, we can do that. I guess we can just use PHP and I mean, we can just create a command line script to do this, right? We've done this before in the old TwilioQuest. I'm sure people remember that. Declare strict types equals 1. So, excuse me again. I just feel so so bad. Prep is for developers. I don't know whether to laugh at that or be offended, Felix. I'll laugh, I guess. It's okay. I like you. I need to find out what my number is, and we're going to shove that into... So this is a throwaway sim that I've got. Because I'm going to try and not give my number away every stream I do. I know, right? I know. But I don't know what my number is. So I guess I can find it under phone status. EMEA information? No. Anyone know where I find my number in a Android phone? My phone number is not available, apparently. That's not good. That is not good. Can I phone my own phone? Now I've just given my number away for anyone who, like, knows. Mobile not available. Okay, I think this sim's dead. It's fine. I've given my number out a million bajillion times. So why giving it out one more? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I can always change my number. Cool. So here we go. Send SMS. So let me try and remember. Like, I do this using my in my 5-minute demo all the time. So I probably should, like, just be able to do this. So we need a Twilio client. Yep. We need a new Twilio client. Now that takes a username and password, right? But it doesn't need that because I can do get. Do I need to pass the environment variables in, or will it take them automatically? Let's try that and see. I'm interested to know. Message equals new equals Twilio client. Messages. Oh God, my typing already. Messaging or messages? Messages. Create. Let's see if I can remember. So 2 is going to be my number. Now I think I put that in an environment variable. If I didn't, that's going to fail anyway. So there's 2 things that could easily fail here. This client may just work TM because I've stuck my API information into environment variables, and I think the client looks in those environment variables if you don't pass them in. So this could just work, but we may need to manually pass the environment variables in. Number 2, I think I've created an environment variable called my number, but I don't know if I've done that. So there's that. And then the options array. Then I need to guess what the array is, and I think it's message is the key. And then I need to remember what TwilioQuest said I actually had to do. Oh, it just wants me to send any message, but it wants me to get the SID. Okay. So the message is follow me at twitch.tv/spabby. Always be promoting yourself. So then all I want to do is echo message SID. Okay, because if I var dump the entire message, then obviously I'm going to give my phone number away. And I'm probably just going to give my phone number away at some point anyway, but let's at least make some semblance of not doing that. So now we can run this as a PHP script, please. And we get our first error, which is nice. Oh, yeah. Why didn't anyone notice that I didn't include autoloading so I could automatically create these? Come on, chat. You're supposed to be looking out for me. What's going on here? Require once. Vendor autoload. So that we can actually autoload stuff. Uncaught credentials are required to create a client. Okay, so now I'm in a real bad place. Clearly you are dropping the ball, CLW. Clearly. Like, I don't blame you so much because you're more of a like .NET type person, but I totally blame people like Felix who should know better. Um, Now I have no idea what I called my account. Oh, I tell you what we could do here, right? We could totally open my 5 minute demo because I was gonna have to like hide my screen again, um, in order to find out uh what these environment variables are. But because I already have code that does this in my 5 minute demo, I can just like cheekily look in there, right? Send call should be here. There you go. So this is the two environment variables that I've already stored that will work. So thank you. And then this keyboard makes me angry. This keyboard on this new Mac. So because I don't want to reveal my account state and off token to the world, I've just dumped them in these environment variables. So hopefully this works. I'm totally expecting my number to not exist, and that's fine. Let's take a look at what the error is. Message body is required. Okay, that's probably me, like, giving a bad name to the a from phone number is required. Oh, what have I done here? Do I need to create that in the message body? I mean, that's gonna totally be the number I just bought in my Twilio console, right? We all know that. That's going to be that. So this should work. Now, unable to create a record. A to phone number is required. So I'm guessing that this environment variable doesn't work. Say bye-bye to my screen for a second. Oh, and also my voice is on that scene. Pro. I'm so pro at this, so you couldn't hear me. It's fine. I'm so pro. It's all good. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't have my... I've just revealed my number right there anyway, so who cares? Minimize that. I'm just going to give you my number. I don't really care. It's about time I cycled it anyway. There you go. Give me a call if you need to. Yay! Finished with exit code not, and there's the SID. And let's check that I get my... I mean, I've got a million notifications from tweets and from other nonsense and people messaging, and let's check. And then there you go. Follow me at Twitch TV/Spabby. So we should be able to copy this SID into the TwilioQuest app, and away we go. Heck. Yay! I'm amazing. I know I muted my what so because I'm so nice to see you, Raw Code, by the way. I totally will 100% we should hang out and stream. What I've done is I've put the microphone into the scene that I'm hiding to try and hide my screen. I just need to redo these scenes so badly. But it came to the point where it was either spend the afternoon redoing the scenes or whether it was the case of actually streaming. And I thought, I'll just stream. It's fine. It's all good. So, we sent the message. We're awesome. Use tweb hooks. We are completely missing we're missing a trick there. Because we should totally call our webhooks tweb hooks. But we don't. So use webhooks on Twiml to respond to an incoming SMS message. So this is really good fun too. To clear this barrier, you'll need to send a reply message from a number in your account using Twiml, which contains the text TwilioQuest rules. Yes, it does. Copy that. We're going to need that later. Once you've done this, click the hack button on the right. So what? The number we put in earlier, I would guess, needs to respond to this. I can do that. I can totally do that. So let's open up our amazing slim application. And let's do another app post. And let's return to SMS root. And then we have a function where we get a request called request, and we get a response called response, and we get some args, but not in capitals, please. Okay, so then we need a, what do we need to do? We need to, oh, I forgot the ticket. This is my, we need to reply to a message from a number in your Twilio account using the body text TwilioQuest rules. Okay, I can do that. So we need a new message in response. So messaging response. So these responses will just generate the XML for me, so that I don't actually need to. Generate the XML because I'm so lazy. Because I could totally just do like response get body right, and then like, how do I can I do here doc like that? Why aren't you giving me the, how do I terminate, how do I terminate here doc? Oh god, I don't even know if it's pronounced here doc, like who knows. Hairy doc, Hury doc, hair doc, here doc. We can all guess. Yeah, I thought that looked right. Is it because I've put it in a string or something, knowing me? Does it need a space? 3 and then the name and then end. Yeah, that looks like it should work. Response. Yeah, it looks like it is working, right? Message. And then we can copy. So I just want to show that you can totally do this without needing to use the helper, because it's just XML, right? I don't know why that doesn't work. It looks like it should work. Let's see what chat has to say. Need the closing brackets on the next line. Okay. Like so. Why is this error in? Expected close. Okay. I mean, this is the reason that I don't write XML raw. This is the reason I don't do this. This is the reason I use the helpers, because like I'm so rubbish at doing this stuff that, oh yes, that looks good. I mean, that should work, right? Did I just do terrible PHP there? Is that what I did? Is that why everything didn't work? Because now I should be able to just do that and then that, right? I don't need the colon. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So that looks good. So now we should be able to now we should be able to give this to the TwilioQuest dude and, oh no, I need to configure my number to hit this endpoint, right? So we're using /SMS. So now I go to my number and then I set up the number and I say, whenever you get an SMS, use this webhook, please. So whenever a message comes in, use this webhook, https gh.ngrok.io/SMS. And we're using post. So that should work. No semicolon and the, yeah, I think, and the parenthesis on the next line. I think this works though. I mean, it looks good to me. PHP Storm just did it the same way as you, so that's great. So this should work for me now. I think that we've set everything up. So we've set up the number that we bought to use this endpoint to respond, and then in Slim, we've set up the web. Thank you. We've set up the post route to use /SMS to respond using a message, which is TwilioQuest rules. I mean, I'm 90% sure whether this isn't the correct format for the TWIML, But, you know, let's just see what Twilio has to say. No, it's not. It's the 10% is correct. And my amazing wife just brought me a beautiful hot cup of Yorkshire tea. Num num num. As a reward for remembering the Twiml, I just banged the mic as well, so you all got a nice year full of doing. Hooray for us! Okay, so are there any little secrets around here? Because I'm a big fan of the little secrets. There's a tree stump. That doesn't do anything. Okay, this takes us through to 3 chests. Like, I've totally got my eyes on those 3 chests straight away. And then this takes us left. And what was this? Don't know. And then over here, oh, there's already a chest that I don't even need to do anything for. Arm blaster. Wow, I like it. Send your first MMS message using the Twilio API. Okay, we can do that. You've learned how to send an SMS message using the Twilio API. Yes, I have. The tree will totally stump you, says Felis in chat. Can someone give Felis a 10-minute timeout from chat, please, for that? Oh, you're the only actual person in chat who can do that, Felis. So unless you want to do it to yourself, I'll let you off. It's totally fine. You've learned how to send an SMS message using the Twilio API. Yes, I have. Thank you. Now you'll need to send an outbound MMS message that contains a media URL. After you successfully send a media message through the API, grab the message sid and enter it into the text field on the right. Okay. So I cannot. The Twilio MMS message is only available through US and Canadian phone numbers. So we need to buy a US or Canadian phone number. And then I cannot remember how to format the media URL. So essentially what we need to do is this, but we add like media URL here with the URL of the picture we want to send. Except I don't even know how you format that. Like, I can totally read the docs to find that out. And we need to buy a new number, a US number to send it from. Because it'll still totally come to my UK phone. It just needs to originate from a US number. So, I mean, I've got a US number here. Does this support MMS? Yes. What am I using this for? I mean, I could just use this, right? It's not doing anything. Yeah, let's just use this number. What's the worst that can happen? So, from is going to be this number. Excuse me again. From is going to be this number. 2 is going to be my number. Media URL, I don't know. So, Twilio, PHP, MMS, docs. Because I just want to, for once, read docs. RTFM. Yeah. We've done all this. Using the Twitch messages are to, from, and body. We've already done that. This is an SMS. I wanted to send an MMS. Damn you, Google. Damn you, Google. Or probably damn me for not actually going to the MMS part, rather than I'm being too lazy to find it. Probably. MMS. I know you just need to pass in a media URL. I just don't know what the format is. I'm getting all this code updated, by the way. 2 thumbs up. No more long arrays. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Okay, do we just guess? Are we happy to just guess at the media URL, or should I actually find this documentation? Oh, here we go. I could just scroll down the page far enough to find out. Media URL. Yeah, I was close. I was pretty close. Not close enough. Okay, chat, what picture are we going to send as a media here? A picture of Supernova 09. What do you think? A picture of Supernova 09, or like a joined in logo? Seen as Supernova 09 is doing such great open source work on joined in. Any suggestions? Like an InfluxDB logo? Whatever. Let's do a joined in logo. That's too big though. That's never gonna get sent as an MMS, right? Size small, please. That's still too big. Okay, a picture of Joe it is then, because that's a good size. Looking good, Joe. Looking real good. Open image in new tab. I mean, that's a long URL, right? I don't even know where that came from. Oh, I closed it as well because this is the way I work on the internet. Let's send a slim logo. Since we're using slim today, let's just do that. Let's send a slim logo. This looks like a nice size too. Okay, copy. How do I like open image in new tab? There. Oh, but why? What is this URL? Like, that's totally not what I want, and Google knows it. Damn you, Google. Damn you, Google. Copy image address. There you go. Right, we have it. We'll send the slim. Okay, so it should just be a case of running this code. I'm just going to run through this quickly. Copy image URL. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know programming and computers are not my strong point, but you know, I've faked it till I make it, so it's totally fine. Okay, so grab the message SID. I just wanted to read the ticket again. So we just need the SID, so it's exactly the same as we've done before. So we should be able to run this. It's giving me a message SID. It starts with MM, which is a good indication because I can't unlock my phone because my fingerprints are not detected apparently. Okay, it did not send this as... It sent this with a link to the image rather than sending it as an MMS, which is a bit weird. I mean, it did give me the image, right? But it didn't... I would expect that to be embedded in the text, right? Because my number can totally take MMS, which is weird. Which is very weird. I wonder if... I'm going to just quickly check on this because this is interesting stuff. I want to look at this number and I want to find out if this number has any restrictions on it. Because I've totally heard of this before where numbers, when you buy them out of the box, aren't able to send all things to all numbers. Okay, there's got to be a way to... There's got to be a way to see. I'm sure you can see like this if this is restricted from all countries. Or is it account based? Actually, it could be account based. I've seen this before. Authenticate to make changes. Okay, yeah, I will. Sub accounts, manage users, API keys, credentials. Let's... If one of my amazing colleagues in chat knows what I'm looking for here, then I would totally be happy to... I mean, I could Google it as well, right? But I'm pretty sure that this is restricted. In fact, let's not get distracted. Don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. I can fix... Oh! Did you see that? It actually... It actually knew which picture I sent. Yay! Woohoo! That's cool. I was too fast. I get so distracted on these streams. Like, fixing it so that I can send MMS messages to any country is totally something I should be doing off stream, right? Not on stream. So, yeah, there's that. Right, now, what did I win? Anyone remember? Yoga pants, opera degree of blue... Oh, yeah, the arm blaster. What is that? What were you using that hand for anyway? You might as well turn it into a laser cannon. Oh, it's a replacement for my arm and hand. It turns into a gun. That's pretty cool. Oh, tea is so good. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So now I definitely want to go in here because there's 3 chests, right? And up here there's just 2 puzzles to let me get into a new space. And I absolutely should be going for the 3 chests. When you little ding ding. Respond to an incoming SMS message using a Twiml bin. Oh, I can do this. I can totally do this. What do you want me to respond with? Anything I like. Okay, I know how to do this. We're good. I'm feeling good. I guess that it needs to be the number that I've been using, which I now have totally forgotten. It's got to be this one, right? Oh, there's two that I've been using. Which one did I buy and use? Oh, dear, dear, dear. Dear, dear. Oh, can I undo this to see what the number was? Oh, it's there. It's the one that ends in 106. It's the one that ends in 106. This one. Cool. So this is the way that you can respond without having to actually have your own web server. Because who wants to have their own web server, right? To just respond to basic messages. So instead of using a message comes in using a webhook, we could just use some Twiml that I've just like defined myself. So TQ3 stream. So this is just static Twiml that I'm just defining, so that if you want to do the same thing every single time a call comes in, you can totally do that. This is, oh, look at this. This isn't a good UI. It's probably because I'm in such a really weirdly small 1080p resolution. So what should we put? Oh, in here we will definitely put don't forget to hit follow and follow me on Twitch, please. So we create this. This is just a static piece of Twiml. Why is that? There we go. So now I don't even need to do anything dynamic, right? Now every single time somebody sends a message to this number, and you can totally try it yourself. Like, I'm going to try it myself just to check that I haven't done anything totally nonsensical here. I'm going to send a message to that number and check that it comes back with my blatant don't forget to follow me message. So the number is what? +44 07 449 786 106. And if I send a message to that number, hi, it should just reply to me, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Fingers crossed. It totally didn't, and I have a debug error, so I've done something wrong. But I did that on purpose, just in order that I can show you the debug section. I really honestly... No, I didn't. Thank you for the follow! Thanks, Rockcode. We definitely need to hang out soon. I mean, if anyone's at PHP Bulgaria soon, then awesome. Oh, I know what's gone wrong here. I know totally what's gone wrong here. I didn't hit the save button. If anyone's going to be at PHP Bulgaria this weekend, then I would definitely like to hang out. Yeah, so I definitely need to, like, hit the save button so that what I do actually saves rather than it being the old one. Oh, come on, phone. I'm desperate for a new phone, but I'm holding out for this contract to expire so I can get the new Pixel 4. Don't forget to follow me, hit follow and follow me on Twitch, please. And it worked because Rawcode did that too, so it's all good. So this looks like this should work for me now. So if we go to hack, you did it. Yes, I did. Items awarded, 2 half hearts. Huh? What? 2.5 hearts or 3 hearts. Full health and ready to go. I mean, I'm normally like 2.5 hearts, to be honest. Oh, it's just a little cool. I like that. Let's take the yeah, now we're talking. I'm looking good. Cool. Now we have to see what we get in our chests of reward. What are these statues? Anything? Anything of interest? Ironically, I'm talking about going to PHP Bulgaria, and this stream is going to be playing on the booth in PHP Bulgaria with closed captions. So, hello to everyone at the booth in PHP Bulgaria. The 2 attribute and templating in a Twiml bin. Excuse me, that was terrible. I forgot to mute. To forward an incoming number to a different number. Okay, I don't remember how to do this, actually. It's just this, right? So the message tag has a to attribute, and then I pass the body on in the message, I think, right? So we can use mustache templates in the Twiml bins so that we can have hello booth bods, says Phyllis. Thank you, Phyllis. So we can use these mustache in our Twiml bin templates to essentially make them slightly dynamic. Twiml bins. No, I didn't want to go there. I wanted this, and then I wanted programmable SMS. I'm sure I can search this. Twiml bins. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we've got 2 TQ3 streams, which is really nice. Because, like, why wouldn't I have 2 TQ3 streams named the same just to make things more confusing for myself? So message here, you can say 2 equals, and then TwilioQuest told me the number to forward it to, right? Did it? Use the to attribute and template it in a Twiml bin to forward an incoming message to a different number. Okay. Does it matter what that number is? Okay. So I should just like use that number. Does it matter? Is this going to make the world explode? Do we care? So this is just effectively saying instead of sending it back to the... So if you don't pass in the 2, this will act as a response, but we can override the 2 with... We can override the number with 2. And then we can just say the mustache body, which I believe is the correct mustache template. Yes. So this should work, I think, as long as I remember to press save, which I haven't been doing. Chefy Brent, how you doing? Hype to you too. Nice to see you hanging out. Save. Okay, that looks like it should work. I mean, I don't know where the message is going to end up. Oh. Looks like you need to use a to attribute in your Twiml. Yes, it does, but I thought I did. Message 2 equals... Okay, let's take a look at what I did wrong there. I am using a to attribute in my Twiml, am I not? Like, totally am. That looks like it's correct to me. Oh, I wonder, do you know what I've done here? Right. Okay. This, I know exactly what I've done here. I've got these 2 stupid things that are named exactly the same. Can I delete this Twiml? Right, this is the non-2 one. I bet I'm using the wrong named... I bet you I was using the wrong named Twiml bin here. Right, so this looks good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Rocco, you know how I work. You totally know how I work. Yeah. Obviously that having 2 Twiml bins named the same thing was going to come back and bite me, right? It always does. So now I only have 1. So now we have TQ stream. So now hopefully if I go back to my number, which ends in 106. And then, yeah, look, it was using the wrong one because when I deleted the duplicate, it picked the right one. Hooray for me. Chef Brent says, I guess basically the default 2 equals from. Absolutely, yeah. So by default, 2 equals from. If you don't override it. Oops, did you include both from and body templated in your Twiml? Do you think this is me, like, not reading the ticket again? Because it blatantly says what the body should be here. But, you know, I like to make up my own rules. I like to totally, like, make up my own rules, make up my own ticket completion rules. So that's why I now, like, go to conferences and speak and do all that good stuff instead of actually doing real work because my ability to read the tickets apparently is not good. Okay, message to message from body. Right, that looks good to me. Save. Try again. And this time, because I read the ticket, we win. Woohoo! So that I've just forwarded a message onto a random number. I assume because it's in the documentation that doesn't belong to anyone, but If it's your number, I do apologise. So, how are we looking? How are we looking? How are we looking? What did we just win? I wasn't looking at it. What did we win? Oh, just 100 XP. Boo! Is this fountain? Can I turn that on? No. What's in this chest? 150. I don't want XP. I want cool loot. Boo! What have we got here? 150 XP. I don't care. Use the redirect Twiml tag to transfer controller message to a different URL. So essentially, I know what this does. I've used this. This allows you to say, oh, I want to reply with something, but I also want to hit this endpoint to give my next instruction. I'm not going to do that because I'm too lazy. But what I will do is use a Twilio function to reply to an incoming SMS, because Twilio functions are super cool. Let's do it. Twilio functions allow you to write Node.js code that runs in Twilio's infrastructure. So they're effectively lambdas. You can use Twilio functions to create dynamic Twiml responses for incoming messages. The walkthrough contains an example code for SMS Magic 8 Ball. Deploy this code as a Twilio function and configure your Twilio number to handle incoming messages using this function. Okay. I mean, I'm not actually going to like follow the walkthrough because I wanted to just copy and paste the code, to be honest. Doesn't it? Can it just not give me the code? Or do I... Boo. Okay. Okay. Do I need to do the 8-ball stuff? Or can it use any function, do you think? Because I was hoping I could just copy and paste the code, because the code ain't important. Okay, let's make a start. So... we want dashboard, Twilio functions, which are down here somewhere. Functions. So these are just like lambdas, essentially. It gives you all of the nice infrastructure out of the box. I already have one that gives you dog facts, because that's the way I roll. This hello SMS gives me the basics for responding with an SMS. So it just gives me out of the box, like, this is going to reply with this message. So we've already got that. Incoming messages. Check for valid Twilio signature. Yes. This is if I wanted to. This gives me a unique path so I can test it myself. I can invoke it myself, essentially. So let's save that. Oh, no, I do need to create the path, don't I? You're right. Well, 8-ball magic 8-ball. There we go. So my function's now deploying. So if I visit this... Oh, okay, yeah. Because I ticked the... Because I'm a fool. Obviously, because I check for a valid Twilio signature, it only actually responds when it's being invoked as a webhook. I mean, we could turn that off, right? For testing. We totally can. And then it needs to deploy. And then it may not even respond to GET requests either. Oh, no, it does. There we go. So now we can see exactly what's going on. So let's take a look at what. So it really, all it wants to do, right, is to pick a random answer out of this list of answers and return one, I guess. I guess that's what it wants to do. Yeah, okay. So we can do that. I mean, my JavaScript is strong, you know. I can do this. So we've got Twiml, we got answers, and then we just want to pick. Then we would just want to say like, this is a const, right? Not a let. See, my JavaScript is okay. And then we want to say const answer equals. How do I pick a random element from an array in JavaScript? I guess that was in the code here, right? Yes. Like I'm totally happy to know what goes on here. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. We don't need to know exactly what's going on, right? So const answer equals answers math flow math random. Someone sending me a Slack message. Hello, whoever you are, Mr. or Mrs. Slack. Answers math flow math random times answers length. Okay. So that's just picking a random answer. I'm willing to believe in that JavaScript rather than actually like figure out what's going on. And then we can just say twiml.message equals answer, right? And that should just give us a random answer. Oh, no, we don't want to save there. We want to save there. That should just give us a random answer, surely. Like, oh, most likely. Yes, definitely. Ah, yes. That looks good to me. Okay. So I'm happy that the JavaScript code is working. I'm not happy that it's good code, but I'm happy that it works. So those two are different. Now we can go back to our number and say, tell the number to use this actual Twilio function. And all we do there is we say, okay, don't use this twiml bin, use this function. And the function is, oh, not listed. Yes, I probably called it hello SMS, did I? Did I not update the name of that function? I'm going to check that because precedent tells me that when I don't check these things go wrong. We already had the duplicate name problem. 8-ball. Because the duplicate name problem happened, we are now checking these things. So let's make sure that that's still using 8-ball, even though I renamed it. And I think it should. Yes, it is. So, yeah, that looks like it should work. So, hack, please. Yay! My sources say that you passed. 250 XP, but no nice clothes. I'm going to leave the redirect. I'm going to leave the redirect. My voice is already getting pretty bad. I think we've been going for an hour and a quarter or something. And I just wouldn't mind finishing the SMS stuff. And then I'm probably going to have to leave it there because, yeah, my voice is pretty painful at the moment. Set up a primary fallback for SMS, just in case. Let's do this. Safety is cool, and so are backup plans for SMS application. If a problem happens with an inbound SMS, you can configure a fallback handler. Configure your Twilio number to have a fallback handler. You see an option. Okay, I know how to do this. A twiml bin is a handy and reliable. So I don't think it cares. Once you've set up a fallback handler to a URL that returns message in Twiml. Okay, so we just need to set up a fallback handler to URL that returns message in Twiml. We could totally do that because we already have a messaging URL that we can use. Oh dear, you are using the fallback handler. So we can use this as our fallback handler essentially. So now we want to go and configure our number. So when a message comes in, we use our 8-ball function. But if something bad happens here, then we use this webhook. This is our, if the primary handler fails, use this webhook as the fallback handler. It's kind of nice for us to make sure that we don't just fail silently or fail with something that's unexpected. gh.ngrok.io/SMS. Save. The number was successfully updated. Hooray! So I think that should pass. Like this should pass now, right? Because we said, oops, you need to use the message verb in your twiml. Oh? What? What have I done wrong here? I am using the message verb in my twiml. Post to SMS, right? Webhook https gh.ngrok.io/SMS and it's a post. Configure your Twilio. Okay, let's take a look at what the walkthrough says to do. Oh, it's asking me to use a twiml bin. Is it expecting me to use a twiml bin? Huh. Is it expected? I thought it just said, right, let's take a look at the ticket again. A twiml bin is a handle and reliable solution. Okay, I think this is the thing that confused me. It is definitely saying to use a twiml bin, right? But this implies it should be a fallback handler URL. So I probably want to put a pull request in for the word in here because this isn't particularly clear. But we can just use a twiml bin, which is even easier. So that's fine. So we won't use a webhook. We'll use a twiml bin. We can just use like our TQ3 stream twiml bin as the fallback handler. And now I'm guessing this will work. Excuse me. Yeah, you go. Okay. The wording confused me a touch there, so I'll make a pull request for that. Should I remember? Oh, now we get a short message in Saber. What does this look like? I really want it. The short message in Saber is presented for exceptional valor in the sending and receiving of text messages on a Twilio number. I am exceptional, so I deserve the short message in Saber. Let's figure out what we need to do. Configure status callbacks to track message delivery. This is cool stuff, actually. So, when we send our messages, it's easy. Like, in lots of cases, we can just throw them into the void, right? And just hope that they get there. But we can get these status updates sent as webhooks to callbacks that we define. So for this objective, we're going to set up a status callback for inbound messages. In your status callback URL handler, print out the message SID and status of your outbound reply messages. These values you need to enter in the validation fields on right. So this is the SID of the message, and this is the last status we receive. So we need to send a message, which we already have, send SMS, that we can do. And then what we want to do is, instead of sending a media URL here, we want to say status updates. I can't remember the name of the array parameter again, which I will definitely look that up in a second. But then we say, like, okay, this is where you send me my status updates. So we're going to create that endpoint now. So this is essentially when we send this message to me now from here. Follow me at twitch.tv/Spabby. Have I mentioned that before? Make sure you follow me. Then we'll get status updates sent to this endpoint. So we need to implement this endpoint. And there's a really tricksy way that I'm going to do this, because that's the way I roll. So if we create this endpoint here, and it's going to be a post endpoint, and I'm going to copy this because too lazy to type it out again, and say status. And then we can just do like var dump the request. Can I get the posted get something, whatever the posted data is? Get attributes. Does anyone know Slim? Oh, thank you for the sub, Felix. It's very kind of you. I totally should have given you your free tier 3 again for this month. I'm sorry I forgot, but thank you so much for the sub. Get attributes looks good. What do we think? It's not going to be query params, right? Server params, no, that's not going to be it for sure. I'm going to say get attributes. Let's see. So the reason I'm going to be tricksy, and it doesn't really matter if this code works, is I'm going to just be very naughty. But first we need to check the docs again. And we want to say status. Send SMS Twilio with status. Callback. I just need... Oh, that's naughty. I just need to remember, like, the name of the freaking parameter. To be honest. Status callback. Is that going to be it? Or do I put PHP in here? PHP. Stop overpaying for SMS. Okay. How to track delivery status SMS. There we go. Status callback with a lowercase s. I was pretty close. Should show it over here. Yeah. Status callback with a lowercase s. Okay. We definitely need to get some... we definitely need to get some constants in here, so I don't have to keep remembering this stuff. Because, like, remembering this stuff is so painful. I really want to be able to say, like, messages, status, callback, rather than actually have to remember what these things are. So I'm going to make some suggestions about that, because that's pretty good. So this should work now, right? When I run this code, we should see status callback. We should see hits to this. And because I'm using ngrok, I can actually, like, remind myself. I can actually see these hits coming into ngrok without me needing to care about the... by going to this web interface, I can now see what hits are coming into ngrok. So I should see these status updates without me caring about if I've done anything. Here you can see the ones that are coming in from me doing TwilioQuest missions, which is pretty cool. Oh, hi, doggy. Hi. But we should be able to see these. So when I run this script now, it should. So this is the SMS. This is the first bit that it needs. So this is the SID of my message, which we need. But then if I go to ngrok, I should see these status updates. Now, because I'm so cheeky, I can use this proxy to actually just find out what the status updates are. Thank you so much for the follow, Mornion. Very, very kind of you. So we should be able to see the status updates right here, right? This is the response. We don't care about the response. Excuse me. We just care about the data that's being sent. Speaking for 90 minutes is not good at this point. So we should see message status sent. So that's that status update. And then message status delivered. So we should be able to tell the TwilioQuest the last status we had was delivered. It's a bit cheeky using ngrok, but hey, all tools at our disposal. Hooray! Now then, do we just complete this? Do we complete this for completion's sake, or do we try and do one more thing? Oh, I've still only 53% on this. Okay, well. That lovely first logo icon. Okay, I don't know what you mean. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're totally first. You should have access. Oh, of course, I haven't done the WhatsApp stuff. You should have access to some of the whatever they're called. What are they called? These things. Yeah, try it and see. I can't remember what those things are called. So I think we should definitely do like a voice one before my voice packs in. Emotes. Yes, that's simple. Because I don't know how much longer I can be going here, to be honest. I'm also desperate to blow my nose. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. Let's do some voice stuff. 1 hour 42 minutes. Have I been going that long? Okay, I thought it was shorter than that, but that's fine. We'll hit the 2 hour mark. Yeah, we'll hit the 2 hour mark. And then I'll feel good about myself. Answer an incoming phone call and use text to speech to say hello. Okay. Do you care how I do this? TQ? Use a Twiml bin. I can use a Twiml bin to do that. I know how to do that. So let's go and configure my phone number here. And say that when a call comes in, we want to use a Twiml bin. And we want to say voice greeting is already an existing Twiml bin. Now let's create a new one. So I know what I'm doing. And this is going to be say hello for TQ. And then we do response as we do for all Twiml. And this is so much easier than using a twab hook. I mean, I'm so sold on the on the concept of twab hooks that we definitely should be using that. Brent, are you listening? So what do we need to say? I forgot. Didn't read the ticket again. We need to say hello world. Hello world. Hi. So we create that. I don't click it again because that's how I created 2 last time. Or did I not create it now? Oh, jeez. Did I just not create that? I mean, this is not the end of the world, right? Why am I getting so angry? I didn't create it. Okay. Response. Say hello world. Say response. Why is it like... Oh, I haven't given it a name now. Hello. Say hello TQ. Create. Now it's worked. Hooray for me. Tweb hooks at future. I love it. So that looks good. Now we have to remember to click save again, and then I think that should work, right? I am amazing. Thank you. You're right, TwilioQuest. You are correct. So we should try that, right? We should totally try that to prove that. All right, I'm getting spam messages from people telling me to follow them on Twitch at /Spabby. Oh no, I wrote that myself. It's fine. It's fine. So I should totally phone that number, right? So everybody can hear how that sounds. So now we go 07 449 786 106. I mean, you can phone it yourself if you want, but it doesn't. It's probably not interesting.
Hello world.
I mean, it does work. That just proves that it does work. That's all I was doing there. Super duper. Yeah, send. You totally should follow Feliz Beniares and Chef Brent and CL Dub and Raw Code and everyone else who's in the channel on Twitch too. There you go. Use spoken languages other than English in your voice application. I've never done this before. This is a new one for me. I'm pretty happy with that. Do I have to use Spanish? To prevail in this objective, you must add the language attributes to your say tag. Can we use Welsh? Does such a thing exist? I mean, this is exciting stuff, right? Configure the TWIML you're using for your phone number to return a say tag which uses a valid value for the language attribute. You can test it out for Spanish using the text Hola Mundo. You can specify NUS as the language attribute. Huh? Why would you specify NUS as the language attribute? I don't understand. You return a say yard which returns a valid value. So you can just put any valid language attribute, right? So if we go to our TWIML bin, yeah? TWIML bins. Let's pin that. I use that all the time now. Yeah. So what were we saying? Say hello, TQ. So we just need to put like a language attribute in here. So but I mean, can I TWIML say language options? Because I totally want to say this in Welsh. I mean, I'm not expecting to be able to do that, but I completely want to be able to say this in Welsh. Language, see below. The language attribute allows you to specify a language and locale with the affiliated accent and pronunciations. Twilio supports separate languages depending on the voice you choose. For voice set a man or woman. Select English with an American accent, N. Select English with a British accent, NGB. Spanish, yes. French, Italian, and German. I mean, we definitely have to go NGB, right? How do I change it from a man to a woman? What's this? When you use the voice as Alice. Oh, I'm so excited here. Right. Don't get distracted. Let's set this to be NGB and see how that makes. Whoa, no, and see how that makes a difference. Yeah. I don't think I have the dollar SO bang SO working. Sorry, Felix. Feel free to get it working if you want. I can't figure out how to redial last number because that's the way I roll. Here we go.
Hello world.
I mean, that didn't really sound any different at all, right? I did save it though. Let's change the voice as well. Let's say voice equals, and then figure out what other voices we can use. Voice, man, woman, Alice. I think you have to use Alice, right? For it to... Man and woman supports the English, Spanish, French, and German and Italian languages in both genders. The second, Alice, speaks even more languages with support for several different language locales in a female voice. The third, with Amazon Polly, brings 50 plus lifeline voices across many... Okay, I'm getting really sidetracked again because this is the way I roll. So I guess we should use Alice, right? Voice equals Alice, then we can do NGB. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm okay getting distracted here. Alice. Okay, let's Let's try this. And let's say, like, hello world over and over again so that we got a longer... So we have a longer thing to listen to. There you go. Come on then, Alice. Be good. Here we go.
Hello world. Hello world.
Nah,
Hello world.
I don't see any difference. But, you know, it is what it is. I think I've probably missed something there. But I'm getting distracted, as is usual. So let's hack. Muy bueno. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Right, let's look for some... Oh, look at all these chests. I totally need some more swag. Unicorn Horn of Sparkles, +1. Nah. Doesn't suit me. What have we got here? Surf glasses. Oh, yeah. I gotta get them. Okay. Use the loop attribute of the say tag to repeat your message. Well, yes, that would have been more sense than copying and pasting, right? Follow me on Twitter at GH. Like, I have no idea how Alice is going to cope with this, but it's all good. And then we can say loop 10 times. I think it's just like loop 10, like that. Let's check. Let's check. You must set the loop attribute. Answering. Oh, I have to say this. I wanted to say my message and set the loop attribute to 2. At least I'm reading the tickets, like, first. Because I totally would have not read the tickets last time, right? And then it would have just failed. Okay. Okay. Hack. I want my glasses. Yeah! I got my glasses. Get my glasses on. Where are they? Head. Glasses. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. I'm reading the tickets. Things are going well. All is well. Okay, what do we need to do next? Get confused. Let's see what else we can get. I mean, I'm running out here. My voice is on fire. 200. Nah, don't want the 200 XP and run serverless code. Thanks. Gauntlet of Empowerment. When you slide your hand into this gauntlet, you can feel raw power coursing up through your arm. Wow. The confidence you've gained in your voice matches the pain you feel as the claws emerge from your fist. I want it. Create a Twiml bin that uses mustache templates to sprinkle in some dynamic behavior in your Twiml. I want the claw. We're going to do the claw, and then then we're going to all be happy-dory and get excited for next week's stream. Last time, not reading the ticket was cause of so much distraction. Yeah, I know. Me not reading the ticket is like a meme now, right? It's fine. You can use mustache. Hello, you are right, so we just want to read this, right? Hello, you are calling from, insert the caller's phone number here, which we know is from. So we should, like, I know I haven't read the entire ticket again, but surely my presumptions can't be a problem here. Hello, you are calling from, and then it's : from, right? That's, no, rom. That's, is : isn't it? It is : yes it is. Okay, does that look right now without me reading the ticket properly? Say in language NGB with the voice of Alice. Voice male, is it? Was male an option? Can't remember. Man. Let's do a man's voice and let's man, and then let's say hello, you were calling from, and then the from number. Save. That sounds like it should work to me. Lowercase man for sure. Lowercase man for sure. Cool. Yep, that works. So we've got our gauntlets of empowerment. We've got a little bit more time. Let's equip the gauntlets of empowerment. I don't like this gun that's on my hand. That's better. Yeah, now I'm looking good. Looking really, really good. Okay, we've got time for a couple more. How long have we been up? Have we been up for 2 hours yet? White cat ears. Oh, look at that. This is adorable. This holdover from your 2011 Halloween costume is in remarkably great shape. I totally want them. Use the play Twiml tag to play an audio file during a call. Okay. We want to play this classic. Okay, we can do that. This is relatively easy. Well, we're on 55. Yeah, we're going to do it. Easy. So we don't want to use say anymore. We want to use play, right? So when someone phones this number now, we want to play classic.mp3. So that looks good. So if we save this and then make the phone call, we should hear what classic.mp3 is. I have some suspicions, knowing my colleagues. Yeah. Yeah, I guessed it. Well done. Oh, yes, it's working. Hooray, we've got white cat ears. Okay, sunglasses are white cat ears. I don't think we can have them both. Can't see. Okay, I'll have to tick off this for the white cat ears, right? White cat ears are they're awesome. We have to have the white cat ears. They're looking good. Cool. So we've got a blue one there. That's kind of scary, right? I haven't seen a blue one before. Looks like some melted malachite. I'm sure this is important for science. Okay. Science! Connect user input during a call with the touch tone sent over the wire from your caller's key presses. Oh, this is tricksy. Like, I remember when we were doing TQ2 and we got into this. It took me forever. Use the gather tag. Docs. Okay, let's open that, please, because we're going to need that. To collect user input via DTMF tones, touch tones from the keypad. After collecting input, Twiml returned by the action URL for your gather tag must then repeat back the digits that were entered by the user in a say tag. Code which implemented this behavior has been provided for you in the code editor. Okay, so let's take a look how you do this in JavaScript. App.post. So we do this /voice, which is fine. We get an incoming call. We gather, and then we say, press any series of numbers on your, if no digits. So if we don't get the digits passed in, then we say, press any series of numbers on your keypad. Go nuts. You can end your DTMF rampage by pressing the hash key. And then if the digits have been populated, we say, you entered $digits. $digits? I don't get that. So it posts to this URL the digits if the digits have been set. I just don't know what this is. Is this a JavaScript notation? Is this just like putting the value of digits into the string? Is it essentially the same as doing in PHP, doing the same thing effectively but without the dollar? I guess it is. Okay, we can implement this in PHP. I'm good with that. So we can just copy this but do it in PHP, right? So let's create a new endpoint. Oh. Let's create a new endpoint. Let's copy this. Let's create a new voice endpoint. And then we need to, excuse me, once more. Twilio DTMF capture to control your character. Well, there's a number of people inside of the company who've actually done that, Felix. We've had Play Tetris by DTMF. We've had Play Tetris by multiple people using DTMF, kind of fighting each other about where the Tetris bits go. I'll definitely find some more information about that for the next stream. So what we need to do, right, we need an endpoint with a request and response. And then we say const digits from equals request.body. So we need digits and from. So we can do that in PHP land by saying from equals request get attribute from. See, I think it's capital F. Let's see what it. Yeah. DTMF fighter. I love it. DTMF fighter. And then digits equals request get attribute digits null, because we want it to be null if there's no digits, I guess. So that should do that. Incoming call from. So let's do the same thing. Echo incoming call from. PHP underline. And then we can say if not digits, we need to create this TWIML. So we can do the same thing here. We can say if not digits. Oh, we've got the response, right? So we need to create TWIML. We need to create gather TWIML or say TWIML. So I guess we can just create a new voice response here, right? $voice response equals new voice response, because this is going to be a voice response, I guess. Or is gather response different from a voice response? I don't know. This is why I'm asking. Gather response? No, it's part of a voice response. Cool. So we just need a voice response. Excellent. So if we don't have the digits, we need the gather and then the say. So we could do $voice response, gather. And what's it take? An attributes array. We don't care. Say. Okay. And then we want to say this, right? This looks good to me. We can test this straight away now to check that this works. Voice response gather. Let's do this so that we can see what's going on a bit better. Voice response gather and then say this. Okay, that's all we need to respond. So now we can say $response get body right, and then cast that to a string so that we get it in XML. Okay, so this should now only work if we don't submit the digits, right? That's how I feel like this is going to work. I don't know if get attribute is the correct way to get posted data. Oh, we might have to look that up in the docs. So that's what I'm thinking may go wrong here. And we're using the /voice. So now we need to go to our phone number and tell it to use the /voice endpoint rather than the TWIML bin. Things can and probably will go wrong here, but I'm okay with trying it and see. That's what this stream's all about. So when a call comes in, we want to use a webhook, and we want to use gh.ngrok.io, and we can see what happens in our ngrok proxy. That's why I'm doing this. And then voice. Try it and see. Yeah. So we should be able to see. Let's clear this. So when I make this call now, it may work or it may just explode into a ball of nonsense. Let's see. So we got our post. And then it just went, I have no idea what's going on, which is fine. Return value of request response invoke must implement in. Oh, did I not return that correctly? Is that what's happened here? Yeah. So it's kind of critical that you return the response. Like, without returning the response, nothing's going to work. This is the way we roll. Let's try again. So we got our post. Oh, I thought that should have worked, though. This looks like... Oh, I know why. I echoed it out there, didn't I? So from is definitely not being captured. So, slim PHP 4 get posted data. Because I'm definitely not getting that. Post. So we've got the method. We don't care about that so much. This is why I should not be using new frameworks, I guess. We don't care about the header. The request body... The request body we don't care about, do we? Detect XHR requests, we don't care. Content type, character set, content type. Request parameters. Get param. What am I actually using? Let's get attribute. Get param. Okay. What we want to do here is we want to figure out how to get request. Let's see how the request looks. I can replay these now using ngrok, this is why I absolutely love ngrok, because I can just replay these requests now without needing to actually make the call to figure out what's happening. So the method is post, we know that. Server params we don't care about, that's all good. Attributes we don't care about. That attributes is from the middleware, I would guess, actually. It may be added as an attribute though. It could well be added as an attribute into the middleware. And that's fine. What are we looking for here? We're looking for like from. From. It is in the past body. Okay, that's fine. So if we, I suspected that's what it would be. Request get past body. Past body. The expression. So can I just put from in there? And that'll return it, do you think? Try it and see. Here we go. Replay. I feel like it should work. Oh, okay. It's giving me the entire past body as an array. But I can just access that as an array. That's fine. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then do from. I feel like this is going to be right. And then we can actually do this thing. Yep, I'm good with that. Okay, cool. So we've now got, this is what we want to use. It returns an array. Yeah, I suspected it returned an array, but I totally got, I got completely flummoxed by the fact that it took a parameter here. Although perhaps it didn't. Perhaps that was me. No, apparently it doesn't. That's fine. It's fine. And then this is going to be digits. And if it doesn't exist, then we're going to make it null. Okay, that looks better to me. We don't want to be echoing anything out because obviously that's going to break our XML. So if we replay this now, I hope we get valid TWIML. We do get valid TWIML. So now we can try calling it. That's all good. Let's see if this works. Here we go. My voice is on fire, but we can make it to the end of this. Oh. Okay, we've got the post.
Press any series of numbers on your keypad. Go nuts. You can end your DTMFRAM page by pressing the hash key.
So we should get another post now, right?
We are sorry. An application error has occurred.
Now, so this is definitely working now, because if it wasn't working, I would have got the same message again. Please enter your DTF numbers. So we know this is working now. So now we can handle the other part here, where we say you entered the digits, which is cool, because that should be relatively easy. So we say voice response, say you. Oh, let's copy and paste it because almost certainly I'll get like one tiny thing wrong. You entered digits. You entered dollar digits. Say, did it just say goodbye? I can't remember. Somebody's messaged me on Slack again. This is why you close Slack before you do your stream. And then we do this again, right? Because we just want to say that, and then we return response. So I hope this works now. Anyone think this won't work? I feel like this looks good. So if we don't have the digits, we ask them to enter the digits, and that does an early return. And if we do have the digits, we say you entered the digits, and then say goodbye. Let's just see. Come on. Come on.
Press any series of numbers on your keypad. Go Go nuts. You can end your DTMFM
Go nuts.
page by pressing the
Go
hash
nuts.
key.
Go nuts. Fingers
You
crossed.
entered 424,242. Goodbye.
I mean, that looks like it works to me. Let's see if TwilioQuest agrees. Yay! New rank, D reached. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm like amazingly, devilishly handsome? I don't know. So across the bridge. I'm totally gonna look what the next quest is, but I'm not going to do it. Forward a call to another number using the dial tag. Oh, but what do I win? Doggo slide. Oh, I have to get the doggo sidekick. Damn you, TwilioQuest. Damn you. We're just going to do this one as long as we can do it using Twiml. Using Twiml bin. Configure your phone number to forward an incoming call to this. Use the dial tag for this purpose. You've... Oh, okay. I can just use this right here, right? I can just say, ignore all this. $voice response. Dial to that number. Return... And then do this, right? Because I just got to get the doggo as quickly as possible. This is not going to be pretty. All this code is useless underneath. But that should actually make it work, I think. Response, you get body, right, string voice response. Yeah, that looks like it should work. Voice response, dial. Yeah, I think that will work. Hack. Come on, I got the doggo. I've managed to quickly get the doggo in before we... finished. I am the best. Where's the doggo? Come on, doggo. Does it matter which side he goes? No. Oh, yeah. I have a dog. Hack the doggo. We can't hack the doggo. That's just cruel. I mean, I want to get that skull up there now, look. Can I get up there? No? Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out again today while we played some TwilioQuest. I really appreciate it. So, next Tuesday, we are going back, assuming my voice is fine and I can actually speak. Next Tuesday, we are going back to Try It Tuesday. We are going to be looking at PHP 7.4 Tuesday. But yeah, it's been great. We're going to look at PHP 7.4 new features, what's about, and trying to compile it and testing it and checking about what's going on. So thank you so much for hanging around. We are now going to raid my lovely colleague, Layla. So hold on tight as we do that. But I've really enjoyed hanging out as usual. And I'll see you next Tuesday.